guys, welcome back to my video. It's me, Wyan. So today we're gonna talk about conditional sentence. But first of all, we should know what conditional sentence is. So conditional sentence is a sentence that expresses actions that can only happen if one of the conditions is fulfilled. So there is the condition. So we have three types of conditional sentence. The first one is type 1, and type 2, and type 3. So now let's focus on type 1. So in type 1, it is still possible if one of the condition is fulfilled. So for example, the formula is if plus simple present, comma, and simple future. So let me give you one example. If Tim has the money, he will buy a jet. Well, it's still possible. Well, I know Jim very well, I know Tim very well. He earns a lot of money and then it's possible for him to buy a jet. So I say, if Tim has the money, he will buy a jet. Okay? So there is a big possibility in the first conditional sentence. Okay, now let's focus on type 2. Conditional sentence type 2 is different from the first type, So in this conditional sentence, it is possible, the action could happen, but very unlikely. So let me give you the formula. So it's if plus past tense and past future. So the example is, if Tim had the money, he would buy a jet, So I know Tim very well, he doesn't have that kind of job. He doesn't earn a lot of money, but he loves a jet and he wants to own one, in his dreams. So it's unlikely that Tim will be able to buy a jet because he doesn't have money, So we say, if Tim had the money, he would buy a jet. That's type 2. Okay, now we're gonna talk about conditional sentence type 3. So this type of conditional sentence, it is very impossible to happen because it refers to something in the past. So the formula is if past tense plus past future perfect. So as I give you the example here, if Tim had the money, he would have bought a jet. Okay, so the meaning is, well, I knew Tim very well. He never had that much money. Well, he would have loved to have to own Ferrari, but it would never happen because he didn't have that much money. So I say, if Tim had the money, he would have bought a jet. It means that he never had the money, and then he didn't have the jet. So that's how you express action that actually impossible to happen by using conditional sentence type 3. So guys, we have three conditional sentence. We have three types of conditional sentence, and the first one is type 1, which is still possible, and then type 2, possible but unlikely, to happen. And then the type 3, it's impossible because it's something in the past. Well, okay guys, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in other videos. Bye bye.